Okay, so this week we got asked a question, can we share with you some practical tips about how you run a successful one-to-few execution, especially if you're a client-side marketer who's been running one-to-one. So here you go, my top 3 tips and pitfalls not to fall into or to avoid. So the first one is about depth and specificity. Of course, it's obvious that one-to-few is not as deep as one-to-one, but what does that actually mean? When you are creating your cohort, it is really important that you're really tough and strict with yourself, that your cohort genuinely align around a common set of needs, be that sector, geo, attitude, or any other factor. But it's really important that you don't get pulled into trying to do a delivery, for example, of 1 to 30 accounts that becomes a different delivery for each individual one. It will slow you down, which is my second point. So the biggest, or rather the second factor, which has a massive impact on people is time to market. So you could easily spend 6 months getting a single one-to-few execution in market, which in this current environment is not what anybody wants to achieve. So how do you do that? Well, the first tip would be, don't wait for the research and insight to come back before you start creating your message. Remember, in a typical one-to-few delivery, you would have an 80 to 20 split of personalization. So you can carry on and create your messaging and your creative concept based on the 80% consistency. And when you get the account insight coming through, that simply means that you add in on top of your general message, your general value proposition, the account specific headline, the account specific paragraph. That's what's going to get you to market quickly. If you run things sequentially, you will take a long time to get into market and it won't be quick enough to give you in-year return. The third tip is around sales enablement, sales engagement. You still need it, even though you aren't going as deep as one-to-one. Some really easy tips for you. For example, when you're looking to do your account insight, don't spend 1 hour on the phone with each of the 30 account managers. Rather, get a template together, ask the account managers to input to that template the biggest thing that you need to know about the account and use that to operate from. But equally, remember that when you've done the creative concept, the message, and you start going out to market with your outbound motions in your ABM program, you will need to engage with sales. And it's really, really important for client-side teams that it's recognized that actually you guys are the ideal target people to do that alignment. If you ask your agency to create that sales engagement for you, it's a very difficult thing to do. Whilst they may be willing and it might be included in the proposal, they're not the right people because they don't have the depth of relationship that you do. So recapping then, first one is depth and specificity, second one is time to market, and the third is sales engagement. You still need it.